Hello, and you join me at Eden Drive. This used to be the old turning circle way back in the day, going back around 20 years I believe, when the 63 service used to finish here, coming from Holton Dial. Behind me is the Headingley Stadium, just back there. But today, 9th of November 2020, is the first time in about 20 years that buses will be timetabled to use this turning circle point behind me. So during the week, this bus stop will be the terminating point for certain journeys on the 56 due to the current situation in that and the social distancing and things like that, and to help boost the capacity upon the common sections of the routes, which is between here and Swarcliffe. That part of the corridor is every 7 or 8 minutes. But buses will finish here and then restart on that side to then finish at Swarcliffe and come back and so on. The bit between here and Moor Grange and the bit between Swarcliffe and Winmore will be at a 15-minute frequency. The 19s are unaffected. I've gone under the shelter now because it's just started raining. Over at the Swarcliffe end, there's a little debate as to whether the last time a timetabled bus terminated there was either a couple of years ago with the 56 or about 20 years ago again, but with the 50s. So if you know, do let me know. I'd be interested to find out. But certainly at this end, I mean, the 63 has had a fair few iterations in its time. The one that I grew up with started here at Queenswood Drive, went across at the lights there and then turned left to go towards Headingley Stadium, and then through the back streets through to Wodsley Road I believe, up to Hyde Park, through Leeds, and then through the back streets, I think maybe via Holton Moor and finishing at Holton Dial, something like that. I was only knee high to a grasshopper back then. Of course that was in and around the times it went to Horsforth, for example, and other places the 63 used to go. This isn't the only route to have a shorter section of service. The 16As, well, 16s, also have a Seacroft to Bramley Centre corridor for every 7 to 8 minutes, with the Seacroft to Winmore and the Bramley to Pudsey being every 15 minutes. And rightly so, the screen isn't showing the short 56 that terminate here, but 9 minutes for a Moor Grange one, which means in the next 2 minutes we should see one that terminates here. Hopefully we get to see the special Eden Drive blind. So that's the first of the more frequent Eden Drives. Most of the day these are once or twice an hour. Between 3 PM and 8 PM they are every other bus, every 20 minutes. You will see a Eden Drive to Swarcliffe. There we have it. That'll have about 7 minutes now to wait. There's the next one. There we go, the second one of the more regular short ones have turned around. And interesting to note, if we just pop into the shelter, it has been updated. So I'll wrap up with another one behind me, and it'd be interesting to note as well that the other last time there was a timetabled terminating service was the night services on the 56s, which finished around about 8 years ago, I believe it was, something like that. Not long after they were introduced, they used to run them between Leeds, Albion Street and here at Eden Drive every hour, I believe, between midnight and 3 AM, and then after a couple of years they finished that to roughly the time that it finishes now. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There you go. Give a like and a subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you.